Welcome back to Let's Play Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney, Trials and Tribulations, on the Advanced 4D. Right, in the last episode, we went to court. Or the last two episodes, technically. We started the court session, and we seem to be reaching a couple contradictions. Especially about a certain snowblower. Not snowblower, snowmobile. Big difference. So now we're here to figure out what actually happened, and we had to call a certain artist to the stand. But since it's in recess, let's go talk with our client, shall we? Excuse me, Mr. Edgeworth. I'm not really sure what to say. Iris, we only have 20 minutes. There are two things which I need to ask you before we reconvene. Alright, I'll help you any way I can. First, about that night. You really didn't go to the inner temple, correct? The last witness claims to have met and talked with you in the training hall. Either you or Sister Bikini is lying. Mr. Edgeworth, it's just as I said yesterday. Until the incident occurred, I was in my own room in Hazakura Temple. Very well. The second thing then. That night, the temple snowmobile was used in between the time Sister Bikini returned to the main hall and when she bore witness to the murder. Sometime between 10:30 and 11 p.m. that night. Were you the one who used the snowmobile? There's only one key for the snowmobile. The only person who could have used it was me. So it was you. But why? What made you go out to Dusky Bridge? I'm sorry, Mr. Edgeworth. No. Iris. I can't tell you about that yet. Yet? Not until her safety is confirmed. Her? The safety of the Acolyte. The Acolyte? She must be talking about Maya. Iris, look at me in the eye and tell me the truth. Did you kill Elise Stoneham? No matter who or what may come, I could never take a life. As I thought, no psychologue. Very well. It is my job to get to the truth. You'll discover this for yourself soon enough. She may have a secret to her, but I must still have faith. Strange. Court will now reconvene. Miss Von Karma, where is the witness? During the break, a man was detained for suspicious behavior in the gallery. Suspicious behavior? He was sketching something very intensely. Dare I ask what the witness was sketching when he was detained? He drew a terrifying woman armed with a demonic face and a vicious whip. I can only presume that his intention was to capture you. Anyway, it's time to drag this pathetic excuse for an artist before the court. Maurice Stoneham, I hope you're ready. Get in here. It would seem that whip is going to see plenty more use today. Pow! Your sketch is in contempt of this court. Hey! I was just artistically rendered. You tried to run away from the bailiff who was trying to hand you your subpoena, correct? Look, I was nothing but a fledgling artist training out in the mountains. I only down here in the city because I ran out of green paint. Well, to use the technical term of the color, Viridian. Larry, this isn't an art store now, is it? I know! I graduated junior high, okay? Look, art is all about working in the field, isn't it? Working in the fields? I presume he wanted to say field work. I hope. That's it! Thanks, buddy. It's kind of sad that I was able to understand his mangled train wreck of a sentence. I just happened to stop in here and found a wonderful new model. See, I got nothing to do with this quiz trial at all. I expect all your faces to be red when you realize the mistake. Bright red! Or, to use the technical term, Crimson Lake. Stop your pathetic babbling and testify like a man! Refrain from whipping me, Miss Von Karma. Cross-whipping is as bad as cross-checking. Witness! It is all your fault! Testify, now! This is almost too much for me. I can do it! Honest! I was at the lodge out in the mountains, looking up at the stars at night. I walked to the bridge a number of times, but I didn't see a snowmobile. I didn't meet anyone at the bridge that night. The girl I was waiting for didn't show up. My teacher died on me. I'm all alone now. Aren't I edgy? Witness, please refrain from talking directly to the lawyers during your testimony. I'm just a nobody. Nothing but a small worthless man, aren't I? And why wasn't I asked for my name and occupation or anything else? Mr. Edgeworth, this man seems to have quite a severe inferiority complex. He's recently been the cause of numerous incidents. I think he's finally realized for himself just how much of a nuisance he has been to other people. Yeah, that's right! I'm behind everything! Every case! Watch out, okay? Just touch me and make you eternally unhappy! Well then, let's proceed with the cross-examination. With no touching, thank you. We can delve into other details at a later time. Thankfully, he's a little more clear-cut than before. Than he usually is. I was at the lodge out in the mountains, looking up at the stars at night. Whatever is the matter, Mr. Edgeworth? This one single statement is so full of contradictions. For a moment there, I thought I was going to collapse. So, witness, any idea as to where these contradictions in your testimony lie? Depending on your answer, I may let my whip have its way. Okay, give me a minute. Well, it was snowing that night, so I couldn't possibly see the stars. The rundown shack is hardly a lodge, is it? And even if the stars could be seen, isn't like there's to look at them. There's a look at them, right? See? You can do it if you try. There's only one issue here. What you saw at Dusky Bridge. I walked to the bridge a number of times, but... A number of times? How many? Maybe 5 times? I went once every 20 minutes. Which means... You spent almost 2 hours at Heavenly Hall that night? You bet! Real love is about waiting for your heart in your Real love is waiting for your heart in your hands. Love, you say? It was this man's intention to summon the defendant to the small shack. Using this blackmail letter. Blackmail? No! That was simply a product of overflowing love. You happy, puffy, loosey-goosey excuse of a whimpering, whining once of a witness! So, what did you see? I hope for your sake you saw a snowmobile. Happy, puffy, loosey-goosey excuse of a whimpering witness once of a witness! Well, you see, being called those names doesn't seem to bother him at all. I didn't see a snowmobile. Larry, you really didn't see it. Hey! You don't need to hit your desk. I can hear you. I didn't see it. I didn't see a snowmobile. Larry, say snowmobile for me, please. Snowmobile. If you truly have nothing to hide, then why are you stammering like you just flew over a cuckoo's nest? Shut up! What is this? I don't know. Don't ask me. It seems I'll just need to start with a more obvious contradiction. I'm going to strike the blow with it. I'll finally get him to spill the beans. I didn't meet anyone at the bridge that night. You didn't meet anyone? That's right. That's because I've got nothing to do with this. I'm just here to buy some Freddy and paint, okay? Come on, I expect to see the Crimson Lake faces now. It would appear that simply pressing him isn't going to be enough, Mr. Edgeworth. Indeed. It seems that he's going to claim to have nothing to do with this at the end. I don't want this guy to cost us any more time. I need to slice through his obvious contradictions and keep on moving along. Right. Didn't see a snowmobile. Objection! Larry Butts, I can understand why you might want to throw your old life away. You're pretty pathetic, and you cause all sorts of trouble. I'm sorry. But, having realized just how much of a nuisance you have been, that could be considered a step in the right direction. Angie, are you trying to console me? It certainly doesn't sound that way to me. However, I cannot forgive you for simply turning away from the incidents you create. You're totally pinning this on me. Now then, let us talk about the night of the murder. Sister Bikini, after seeing the murder take place, asked Phoenix Wright to report it. Thus, he headed for the public phone by the bridge. There, he happened across a certain nefarious individual. You, Larry Butts. That's right, me in the flesh. Listen carefully, witness. It doesn't matter if you change your name. So long as you remain pretty pathetic, you will continue to cause these incidents. That reality will not change. But, what do you want me to do then? Larry, what you need to change is your inner self. What you saw that night. Testify truthfully. That is all you can do for now. Angie, I think I've finally woken up. Well, I guess I could still be sleeping. But anyway, I'll do it. I'll testify. Well, I'm not sure this will go especially well. I'll ask again then, witness. What did you see on the night of the murder? Right. I went to the shack at around 9, so it would have had to be around 10:30 p.m. I was lying under my bedding. My white flash almost blinded me. I looked out of the window. Dusky Bridge was on fire. There was still some thunder, but I went right away to check it out. That's when I ran into Nick. You certainly saw quite a lot, didn't you? So, what happened to the bridge after it caught on fire? It was like me after a 3-day stint chasing girl. Totally burned out. Like almost totally gone. I mean, trying to cross the burning remains was what caused Nick to fall. What did you say? Oh, don't worry. Nothing life-threatening. He just caught a cold. As always, hard to know if he should be called lucky or unlucky. Now, Miss Edgeworth, please commence the cross-examination. Now this I can deal with. I went to the shack at around 9, so it would have had to be around 10:30 p.m. What did you do out there in the cold for an hour and a half? Well, if you really must know, I was busy being excited, I guess. Excited? Dare I even ask? I set the meeting time at 10 p.m., right? But I couldn't wait, so I thought she might come early too. Well, it appears she didn't come at all in the end. Because they never arranged to meet in the first place, did they? Shut up! Don't go picking my fond memories apart! Anyways, I was getting a little worried. I thought maybe Iris had lost her way. So every 20 minutes or so, I went out on the bridge. But I didn't see anyone particularly suspicious. I didn't have anything else to do, so I went back to the shack for a wait for her. I was lying under my bedding when a white flash almost blinded me. This light was, of course, lightning. Like, kapow! Like a slap from Naomi, honestly. Big bada boom. Or a little like that. That's more like a punch from Miranda. Witness, did you actually see the lightning hit the bridge? Well, I was a bit startled by the flash of light, so... I looked out the window, and Dusky Bridge was on fire! Seeing that, what did you do? What do you think I did? It was burning up as well, with the fire in my heart. And that's why you went to take a look at the bridge? Well, to be honest, I was freezing cold, so at first I thought, forget it, I'm not leaving my covers. But I had pretty much stopped snowing, so I don't know, I changed my mind. I'm not sure if I care for the forget it attitude you had at first, witness. It was still some thunder, but I went away right away to check it out. You went right away. But exactly how long after the strike was it? The lightning fell and then the bridge caught on fire. Maybe around 5 minutes? But, I mean, I had suddenly thought, gotta go check this out. How far is this small shack you were in from the bridge? Hold on, well, it pretty much stopped snowing. I could have about a 5 minutes walk. And how did Rusty Bridge look when you got there? Like I recovered a piece of my childhood. I mean, not even the bonfires kids made even school camping trips that compare. Well, should I press some little more info? Why didn't you call anyone? Larry, let me ask you one thing. What is it, Edgy? What's with the serious face? Why didn't you call anyone? Eh? What do you mean? Normally, when faced with a towering inferno, one would try and tell someone. There was a public phone right by Dusky Bridge, correct? Of course I thought of doing that. So then, let's hear why you didn't. Yeah, okay, a reason. My reason isn't that I didn't try to tell anyone, I just didn't have time to, okay? I arrived at the bridge, and Nick showed up less than a minute later. You claim to have arrived at the bridge at the same time as Wright? Yeah! I thought I'd better tell someone about this. But then Nick came up yelling about murder. It totally made me forget about the bridge. The fire was pretty much out by then anyway. What's this feeling? I suddenly have a terrible case of uneasiness. It was after contacting the police that Phoenix Wright fell from the bridge, correct? Yeah, that's pretty much it. More or less. You told me about the burning bridge yesterday. But there's still something that doesn't quite fit. It looks like, despite his change of heart, Larry still isn't telling us the whole truth. I went to the shack at around 9, so it would have been 10 p.m. Okay. I wanted to ask the other question. It says right away, but... Why did you go to the bridge? So you suddenly thought to check out the bridge? Does this mean that you initially had no intention of doing so? Well, yeah, I guess it does. It was really cold, and I didn't really want to go out there. If that's the case, why did you change your mind? I would like to hear your reasoning. In which case, please give your testimony to that fact, witness. My reasoning! Okay, reasoning, is it? I thought I'd never get another chance to see something so big burning! So you decided to go and see what was happening? That's right! We're talking about a massive suspension bridge burning this high heaven! That's not something you see every day. Real like, really special. Can we really trust a witness who's unable to pronounce spectacle? Life seems to love hitting this poor witness below the belt. My motto is hit life back as hard as I can. I'll give you a few hits too if you like, with my whip. You told me about the burning bridge yesterday, but still something doesn't quite fit. It looks like he's still lying. Thought you'd get another chance to see something so big burning. Check weather data. Let's start Dusky Bridge at 10:45. Around 30 minutes passed between the fire starting and going out. You definitely would be able to see it. That's the weird thing, like... To me, it looks like he would have been able to see it regardless. But that's not really... Nah. Let's go fix that. I want the other one to be here. Because there's not really anything weird about that one. Let's get the other one. I don't think I got it right the first time. I thought that one would be more controversial, but why didn't you call anyone? Then Nick came running. Another bridge showed up less than a minute later. Well, he does love having time discrepancies. Other data. Okay, lightning struck the bridge at 10:45. Took him 5 minutes to get there, which means it stopped snowing. So then he left. Which means... Something about this sounds really suspicious. I think I'll present this. Your very existence being a contradiction, I'm not sure if you can grasp this or not. What the hey, Edgy? This makes me sound like some sort of alien. But your testimony is conclusively contradictory. The problem here is time. Yeah, I've never been the best timekeeper, you know. 3 minutes after Billy leaves on foot, you follow him on your bicycle. How long does it take for you to catch up with him? Terrible, those. This is much more simple. You saw the lightning strike Dusky Bridge, and immediately went out to see what happened. Is this correct? Yeah, well, I wasted about 5 minutes first, but more or less. I have weather data from the night of the murder here. According to this, the lightning fell at 10:45 p.m. You say it takes less than 5 minutes from the shack to the Dusky Bridge, meaning you probably got there around 11 p.m. That sounds about right, I guess. And then Nick showed up and did his falling act. That is impossible. What do you mean? 11 p.m. is when the murder occurred at Hazakura Temple. Thus, Wright was still there, in the courtyard. There was no way that Larry could have encountered him at the Dusky Bridge at that time. Excuse me. I have an objection. You do? Edgy, how many times do I have to say this? I'm not Larry. I'm Larry's daughter. It has not been proven that the murder occurred at 11 p.m. The sister only said around 11. In which case, it could have been earlier than that. Watch your footing there, Miss Francisca Von Karma. The slope ahead is slippery. For this is still no way that Wright could have been at Dusky Bridge at 11 p.m. And why not? It is clearly written here in the weather data report. It took around 30 minutes for the bridge to burn down. Therefore, the bridge must have been burning until at least 11:15 p.m. Which means... Wait, what exactly? Wright did not see the bridge as it was burning that night. He did not arrive there until after the flames had died down. Larry, you arrived at the bridge at 11 p.m. Wright did not make it there until at least 11:15. Are you still trying to hide something from us? What happened during these missing 15 minutes? I feel like I just woke up. Guess I was still sleeping after all. Pinch me. Larry. Order now! There was a missing 15 minutes prior to the meeting for this right. I hardly see that's much of a problem. Yeah, not much of a problem at all. Really? The bridge is burning before your eyes, and there is a phone right next to it. Why, then, did you not report the accident? Did you simply watch the bridge burn? That is the problem here. Even after the bridge burnt out, he was still there. He simply stood there and didn't report anything. That's what it sounds like. This might be Larry we are talking about, but even he is incapable of being so stupid. There has to be a reason for his inaction. Edgy, I think it's about time I got serious with you, dude. Just as I thought. You've been playing us all with all this time. Listen, I'm gonna tell you everything. You sure you want to hear it all? Yes. I may really say it this time. Everything. Then say it. Very well. I have a terribly bad feeling about this. However, let's have the witness finally give the whole truth. Now, with this 15-minute gap, where were you doing, witness?